So we're going to take the James Charles palette, and first we're going to dip into this purple shade called Escape, and I'm going to define the shape of my eye using this purple color. So I'm stamping inside my orbital bone, so my actual crease as opposed to my natural crease, because my eyes are hooded, so I have to make the shape of my eye, so recreating the shape of my eye. Keeping with that purple shade Escape, I'm going to just fill in the outer corner of my eye. So next I'm going to pick up this hot pink shade called Skip, and I'm going to stamp that on top of the purple shade Escape, and I'm using a small detail brush to do this because this area is small, and so I want to be very precise with placement and just slightly blending this into the purple. I don't want to muddy the colors. I do want them to stand out on their own. Picking up this yellow shade called B on a Morphe pencil brush, and I'm going to trace out the shape of my brow just on top of the pink shade Skip. So being careful not to blend these colors because it will turn orange, and I don't want it to turn orange. I want it to stay yellow. So I'm being very careful and being very precise with how I'm placing or dragging this under my brow. So this footage was originally recorded for TikTok, so I don't have footage of me actually carving out the crease with the concealer, but I did use a white concealer to carve out my crease, and I went slightly above my orbital bone, and now I'm just packing on a little more of that purple shade Escape in the outer corner, but I'm not going all the way up to the brow bone line. I'm staying just underneath because I'm going to apply a strip of gold underneath. So picking up this blue shade called Playground, I'm going to stamp that next to the purple, and again, not going all the way up, just kind of making another line. I'm actually stamping on top of my eyeball, so where my eyeball is just underneath the actual orbital bone. So now I'm picking up this green shade called Social Blade, and I'm going to stamp that next to the blue shade Playground. And guys, I am using a 5 times magnified mirror to help me to see this. So I do recommend using a magnified mirror. That's going to help you to be precise and really be able to be detailed and see exactly where you're placing your shadows, because I am going to keep a negative space. So I want to be very careful and again precise. I know I'm using that word a lot, but precise about where these shadows are going so that I keep that line when I get ready to apply the strip of gold. And don't worry about the little bit of creasing that you see. My eyes are very textured, so I will go back in and fill in those lines with the appropriate shadows. So I again picked up that pink shade Skip, and I'm going to apply that into the inner corner, right next to the green shade. And I'm sorry I didn't mention, I am using a flat eyeshadow brush to apply these shadows to the lid. So next I'm going to grab this gold liquid eyeshadow from Fenty Beauty in the shade Trophy Wife, and it's from the Trophy Wife collection, and I'm going to just fill in the negative space that I created by not taking the shadows all the way up to the brow bone line. So this is just going to give me a nice little pop of shimmer, a nice little pizzazz to this look. Now here's where it gets a little tricky for me. Because my eyes are very textured and they're hooded, wing liner can be a challenge. So what I like to do is start at the very bottom, from actually the bottom, the lower part of my eye, drag that outward, and then pull it in just under the actual that fold, and then trace out the top of my lid and kind of fill in as I go. So again, using a magnified mirror is extremely helpful. So I'm able to be detailed and I'm able to actually see because my eyes are so very textured. And here's the finished look. I popped on some lashes, of course finished up my face, did some colors on the under eye, and she is all ready to go. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this quick tutorial. Remember to leave me some comments, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.